Crash Bandicoot Wars! It's Crash Bandicoot.
Alright, what's going on, everybody? So welcome back to my channel, and welcome to some more Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy gameplay. So for today, obviously, if we're going to do the gameplay, we're playing some Crash Bandicoot. We're going to play the first one, and I'm thinking about going back and actually getting the special gems, because it is a fun game. It's just, oh man, it's so old school, and it's difficult. Especially the high road. Oh, do I hate the high road. I know there's a trick to it, which we might be doing, but I don't know. I'm debating about getting some of these gems, like special gems here, like the colored ones. But anyway, I wanted to make this stream because we're also going to be doing a review discussion. We'll go back to the very beginning, I guess. We're going to be doing a review discussion of the game. So for those of you who don't know, I did review Crash Bandicoot Sane Trilogy for weaponwheelnetwork.com. Again, weaponwheelnetwork.com. I'll leave a link in the description to the review and also just to the website in general, so you guys can go check it out. Oh, I did get the did I get a gold though? Ah, damn, I should have checked first. Maybe I could check on the menu here. So with the review that I did, so not only was I reviewing just all three games, kind of just like a basic overview of all three games, because they have been around for a little over 20 years. Or a little under 20 years, rather. Crash Bandicoot 1 is 21 years old, and Crash 2 and 3 are like in their high teens, you can say. Does it tell me how much? No, it doesn't tell me how much I need to actually get gold. Okay, so we're just gonna quit and go back into it. So not only was I reviewing all three games, but also was reviewing the remaster, or rather remake. It's not a remaster, it's a remake in general. And there's just a little bit of debate on whether this is a remaster or remake. Remaster is more or less just fixing up the graphics, or not even fixing up graphics, rather more of just touching up, you know, like it's kind of like when you get a haircut, you know what I mean, and then you get a little trim so to make it nice and even. That's more like a remaster. That's the worst kind of explanation I can think of, but that's kind of like a remaster. Remake is when you get a completely new hairdo, you know what I mean? So in the sense here, Crash Bandicoot, all three games are remade. Let's see, hold on. So what are the target times I need? I need 28 seconds, 28.2 to get gold. Okay, we're gonna try that. So this is definitely a remake because it was built from the ground up. It was just heavily influenced by the old games, but everything was from the ground up, including the levels themselves, the sounds, and they had to just redo everything. So that's where the term remake comes in. Hey, what's up, Sam? Do I watch Sword Art Online? I do not watch Sword Art Online. Actually, no, I lied. I watched the first 2 seasons. Alright, we're gonna try our best to get gold here. I watched the first 2 seasons, but I don't know where it's been going lately. I know there's been a couple movies, but I just haven't totally messed up on there. I didn't realize there was a time box there. So as I was saying before, the 3 Crash games, timeless classics really. That's what defines the PlayStation generation, or the first PlayStation console, and it's a lot of people's favorite game, bar none, for just what it offered, aside from like Mario and the stuff that came out in that generation. So taking into that account, Vicarious Visions decided to make them as faithfully to the originals as they could. And that includes everything, to the point where like this is definitely like the perfect, or as perfect to like the original as it's going to get, really. And it's also just a perfect example of how to remake a nostalgic classic and do it right. Oh, I totally missed the time. Wow. I completely missed the time. Huh. I did watch the new KH3 trailer, Sam. Of course I did. You know me, man. Kingdom Hearts fan. I didn't do a reaction and kind of like analyzation video of that because I don't do those anymore. Because when KH3 comes out, I just want to be as surprised as I can be. But nonetheless, back to the review discussion on this Crash Bandicoot and Sane Trilogy. It really is as perfect as to get to, like recreating the originals, and you have to give props to Vicarious Visions for doing that. Because I can't imagine the temptation just to go back and refix certain things or just redo levels because they're outdated. Man, I can't do this one. This thing is tough. I never actually did like time trials like these before, because to be honest I hate time trials. I'm just giving it a try. But usually anything with times in it I don't like. But I mean, back to the review, I keep side trailing because I'm concentrating the game. But yeah, there's no way I want to do this. I wonder if you go to the right side if it makes any difference. It probably does. Probably does. So for the website that I write for, weaponwheelnetwork.com, I gave the game a 8.3 out of 10. 9.5 going to the gameplay. Damn it. 9.5 out of 10 going to the gameplay. 8.5 out of 10 going to the sound. 8 out of 10 for visuals, and 7 out of 10 for story. Story is just in the background of these games. It was never really a point of interest or just why people played the Crash games. It was obviously because of the gameplay and how fun the games played. And it's true that you see in these remasters, like it's bar none the most faithful remake you could possibly see in this generation, and hopefully we can see something for the Sly Cooper games. Not Sly Cooper games. Well, Sly Cooper, yeah, I would love to see those Sly Cooper games, but oh yeah, there is. There's 2 actually. That's interesting. Okay. And it was amazing. I don't know what I'm talking about here. It's so hard to talk about a game like this, right when you're playing it. Alright. Can we do it, fam? We got 3 more seconds. Nope. This is gonna be tough. Alright. Alright. Actually, might make this into a separate video now. I'm concentrating too much on playing the game than not talking about the review of the game, which is the whole point of the stream. But you know, whatever. Yeah, dude, how you do this, man? How do people do this? Like, it's pretty hard. Or even go for the platinums, like, I don't understand that. Ah, damn it. Maybe that's like one of the things too, I could do that. Alright, Sam, to answer your question, what do you think they'll put in a new trailer next Saturday? Hopefully everything. everything that we're hoping for. A lot of people want answers to a multiplayer in Kingdom Hearts 3, which I don't know if that's really going to be a thing, because I don't want people to get like their hopes up on that, because Kingdom Hearts is mostly like an exclusive single player thing. The only games that really introduced multiplayer was Birth by Sleep and 358 over 2 days. And while those games are like really good for the multiplayer, I don't think it would be like a mainstay, really. Oh my gosh, guys, we're almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there, almost there. No! Oh wait, I did it. Yeah, baby. Okay. But I'm wondering if they will put something multiplayer-ish into Kingdom Hearts 3, considering how big the title is going to be for Square Enix. And I wouldn't put it aside if like they decide to release the game and then do have a season pass and have like the multiplayer expansion next to that, so there could be competitive multiplayer in Kingdom Hearts 3. Or even like you group up with a party and you guys take on waves of Heartless. That'll be pretty cool. So 25.7 seconds for the platinum. Let's try it. So I think they might do something. I think they might do something like that, like after Kingdom Hearts 3's release. With that, which actually that would be pretty smart. If I was on that team, I'd be like, yeah, let's do something like that. Since people ask for multiplayer, let's have a separate team work on the multiplayer aspect for Kingdom Hearts 3, and then we'll release it after the game's release. You know, that's something I would do actually. Because the thing about me for Kingdom Hearts is like focus on single player, and then we can worry about multiplayer afterwards. Which is essentially what Final Fantasy 15 done, really. So. Alright, that was a trick there. We gotta go up there. Damn it. I think that Aku Aku Mask is like really pivotal to us being this level on time because it makes us go faster. So in the trailer, I also expect more gameplay. I think we're seeing more Disney attraction rides, and I definitely think we're gonna see like a new release window, or at least a release window for Kingdom Hearts 3. At least, if not D23, then Tokyo Game Show. But knowing Square Enix, they're probably going to be very close to the chest on like when they announce that kind of news. So hopefully they release it soon. Oh yeah, definitely. Look how we're just breezing through here. Alright, can we do it? Can we do it? Damn it. But apparently it's going to be a longer trailer, so I'm wondering if it's going to be that kind of trailer where we used to get for some like new Kingdom Hearts games where they go on for like 7 or 8 minutes. I think the Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep trailer that came out for Gamescom, I think it was, that trailer was around 7 minutes long. So I wonder if we're going to get that same kind of trailer, but I don't know if they're going to keep that style again. Because again, that was a game that came out like what, 2010, 2009? So I don't know if they're gonna do the same thing. Apparently it's gonna be a longer trailer than the one at the Kingdom Hearts conference. So, what Disney World you think they'll put in the trailer? I have a strong feeling it's gonna be. Oh damn! So wait, destroys the boxes? I'm confused on that. I have a strong feeling it's gonna be Toy Story. If not Toy Story, then something irrelevant from the Disney movies, so like Frozen. But I definitely think they're going to showcase more Tangled, because we've seen a lot of Olympus Coliseum, or rather, what's it called? Olympus, there you go, yeah, Olympus. So, I think they showed a lot of Olympus, I think they're going to show a lot of Tangled, and in the New World, they're probably going to show Big Hero 6 too. But they're revealing a new world, so that would have to be like... Damn it. So that would have to be something we haven't seen before. I think it might be Frozen though. The thing is, that's the thing that's kind of like it gets me a little antsy now, because if Frozen's announced, I don't want like people bitching about it, which I know some people are going to do, and it's gonna annoy me because Frozen's a good movie, and people are just fed up with it because it got so popular and it was like all over the place. But it's a really good movie, and I'm excited for it to be in Kingdom Hearts 3. Some people are gonna be like, "Ah, it's whatever, it's Frozen, blah blah blah." Like, so the last thing I want to hear is people bitching about it, which I'm probably gonna hear anyway because it's the internet. Damn it. It's just the first love. I'm having mad problems with the time trials, so you can only imagine my struggle if I try to do the entire game. It's also good to note that I'm really bad at platformers. Well, I'm not super bad. Like I'm good enough to beat them, but I'm not sufficient in any way with them. Hopefully some story scenes and English dub and a new trailer. Yeah, right? I totally agree with you, man. I totally agree with you. Some people are just fed up with Frozen because of the fact they got really popular and such. Damn it, dude. You can't wait for it to finish. What the hell? Really? Dude, what the? Yeah, Frozen's one of my favorite movies, so I love to see that. Like me and my friends too were thinking about it, like Frozen would be the perfect world to have in Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm with you on there too, though. Fuck. I'm with you there too, hoping they have some English dub. I mean, they've been pretty good with releasing trailers and having an English version and a Japanese version alongside them. It's alongside each other. Square's been really good about that. And actually, Sam, I don't know if you heard too, Tetsuya Nomura said that to pay attention to the trailers that release in next week because, or yeah, the next Saturday. It's because there's going to be two of them. There's going to be one English and there's going to be one Japanese. And there's going to be some differences between the two. So he was telling Cage fans to pay attention to them so you can spot the differences. How big those differences are, I have no idea. But if he's saying something about it, then it's worth looking into, you know what I mean? So yeah. So people who actually clicked this video for Crash Bandicoot review discussion, I apologize. I'll just make a separate video because I can't talk about it. You bastard. I can't talk about it and play at the same time. Not like with episode Pronto. It's a little different here. Like I said, I'm not that good at platformers, so I'll just change it. I'll change the title of this video when it goes up on YouTube. I assume so. I assume so, Sam. Asking if there are going to be English voices. I mean, I would think that's the case. But, yeah, damn it. Huh. That's interesting. Alright, I'm gonna change the levels soon. Actually, I'm gonna go straight to Crash Warped because I still haven't completely finished that game. The thing is, I don't know how Square Enix really does like their game processes. You know what I mean? Because 2509. Nah, I'm not gonna make it. I'm as close to it though. Yeah, I needed 25 to do it. But yeah, Square Enix has been pretty good about releasing trailers and releasing them in different languages and in their voice language. So they did with Final Fantasy 15. So I think they're doing the same thing with Kingdom Hearts. Like they're moving on their speed, their development process with it pretty quickly. Damn it. So that's nice. But yeah, I don't know how they work. Like, do they do separate stuff just for trailers, or they work in tandem with game development, and then someone in the development team just makes like the trailers or something like that? I'm not sure how that works in Square Enix. 'Cause I know for like The Last of Us Part 2, they specifically made like a trailer for PSX or whenever it was announced. So who knows if that scene that we saw in the trailer is actually going to be in the game, you know what I mean? But I'm not sure if it's the same with Square Enix. I'm not gonna make that. What Sora's voice would be like? Did you listen to him in that's time lost. Did you listen to him in 0.2? In 0.2, he sounded good. He just sounded really like raspy, you know what I mean? Like I didn't mind his voice, but I hope they kind of just revise it a little bit just so it doesn't sound too kiddish and like raspy. Cause I love Sora as a character, but like if you turn him into a bumbling idiot like he was in Dream Drop Distance, then it's a real turn off, man. Oh, screw you. I could have made that time probably. I think if you actually listen to the previous trailers, you probably can hear his voice in English when he's fighting. I could be wrong though, I have to go back and watch those. Alright. We're gonna stop there. It's hard to go back to Crash 1 after playing Crash 2 and 3 because Crash 1 you're so limited in your moveset that it just makes it look bland. So I'll do a few more levels here and then I'll cut the stream. It'll be a short stream, just so I can actually make the video. Cause I don't got a lot of time tonight. I gotta go to bed early. A lot of people don't want Roxas back in Kingdom Hearts 3. I love Roxas. I want him to be with Axel and Shion. I'm not sure why people don't want Roxas. I think it's more or less because of what purpose does he serve in Kingdom Hearts 3, and Roxas more or less finished his character arc in Kingdom Hearts 2 and then 358, because we got a lot of Roxas in Kingdom Hearts games. So it's probably because people are just tired of the character, like his arc is finished and they don't want to see that much of him anymore. I'm not really sure, but I'm with you because if I get more of the character and they can add more to his character, then I'm down for it.
We meet again. Uka and Dr. Cortex want me to teach you.
His face animates really well.
Well, I made a few modifications to my mechanics since our last encounter. So back off or be deleted.
So as I was saying, yeah, Roxas, I don't think it's not that people don't want him to come back. I just think that they don't want him to be like a critical role in Kingdom Hearts 3. Which he may or may not be. We don't know yet. Because apparently for Roxas to come back, Sora has to embrace the darkness, which is more than likely not going to happen. But in order to bring Roxas back, you probably need Ven. Ven's a really key character in that. So, alright, we can't go that way. My dude. Hoping Sora and Kairi, because I don't know, man. Those Japanese people, they're very, when it comes to like romance and stuff like that, they're either very shy about it or they're full on, and full on means hentai. Damn it. But who knows? We might see Sora and Kairi embrace because they love each other. We'll see what happens. The thing about Sora and Kairi though is that was never really a premier focus. You son of a gun. Keeping Crash under wraps. That was never a super focused element of Kingdom Hearts series that much. I mean, you see a lot in Kingdom Hearts 1 and you dabbled more into Kingdom Hearts 2. But that part of the storyline also is concluded because everybody knows that Sora and Kairi really like each other. You know what I mean? I'm sure they had a discussion, and we saw a lot of that in Kingdom Hearts 1 too, where Kairi went back to Destiny Islands and then she drew the Papu fruit to Sora, basically saying, "Yeah, I love you too, buddy." You know what I mean? So they don't really need to like revisit that in Kingdom Hearts 3 or make it like a focal point, or maybe they could, because Kairi's gonna be Keyblade wielder and Sora could be like, "That's very dangerous. I know you can take care of yourself, but please be careful," kind of thing. And so we might see something like that, you know. That's the other thing. I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if they're gonna show spotlight of. That's a trap. Yep. Saw that coming. I was wondering if in the trailer they're gonna show maybe the player playing as Riku or Kairi. You know what I mean? That'd be pretty cool, actually. So I want to see if they're gonna do that. And I'm not sure if they're actually gonna show gameplay of that. I hope they do. I hope they do. But I don't know how much they were gonna show. I don't think they're gonna show like an entire just the new world. Damn it, dude. Or if they're just gonna show the whole new world. Pun to Aladdin. Or if they're actually going to show like new gameplay elements where you get to play as another character. That's a good point, Sam. Again, we don't know how long this trailer is going to be and what's going to be in it, so we only hope, man. I just don't want them to. I don't want them to reveal too much to the point where like we see another trailer and like, oh, we already saw that already. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, how do you get past this part? Is it just me or? Yeah, if you notice, Sam, I haven't done really like, oh my gosh, come on. In any Kingdom Hearts videos, that's because I'm sticking to my promise of not making any like information videos or stuff like that. I want to be as surprised for Kingdom Hearts 3 as I can, and the only thing I'm doing is watching the trailers. But even then, like when it comes to closer to Kingdom Hearts release, I won't watch any trailers that go near its release. Oh wait, hold on.
Game over.
Oh wait, I have new abilities. I'm stupid. I do. I have a double jump and I have a spin, so I don't know why I'm dying like this. I'm just thinking I have like the most basic abilities right now. How useful is that, man? So if they did the same storylines and Birth by Sleep, you pick one storyline and the other in KH3. Nah, I don't think they'll do it like that. I don't think they'll do it like that. Because the thing is, with doing it like that separates the actual story that needs to be told with Sora going to different worlds, stuff like that. And if you break that up with Kairi and Riku, then it won't be. It'll be a cohesive story, but it'll just be hidden behind like these different playthroughs with Riku and Kairi. There you go. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 is again, original, kind of like the original Kingdom Hearts game where you play as Sora, stuff like that. I just think there will be like maybe certain chapters you get to play as Kairi or Riku, but not for like the entire game. And you know how like in Kingdom Hearts 2 you briefly played as Riku? Probably something like that, but just maybe a little bit more. Like me and my friend were saying that the perfect kind of the perfect kind of tutorial you can make for Kingdom Hearts 3 is to play as Kairi, right? Because she's just learning about the Keyblade. Alright, here we go. She's just learning about the Keyblades, and then for new players or even for returning players, they can get, wow, I almost missed that. They get their grasp on the controls while Kairi's learning about the Keyblade and stuff like that. Oh gosh. I thought I can get that one. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it doesn't end up like that though, Sam. Because while that formula did work for Birth by Sleep, Birth by Sleep was a different game too. You know what I mean? Like that formula just worked because of the adventure that they were all going on. And how they all interconnected with each other. But also just ran into the problem where like one storyline felt too short, or one had some missing plot points and you had to play through the other to get them. If you didn't like that other storyline, then it felt like a drag, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying I'm one of those people, I'm just saying like it's a possibility that some people may think like that. Oh, that was close one. When you think we get a new FF7 remake trailer, I want to see. Oh gosh, Sam. Jesus. I'm not even gonna repeat that. Final 7 remake? I don't know, man. I really have no idea. I have no idea where that game is ever since CyberConnect 2 got off the contract for Square Enix to work on the game. To be honest, I love FF7 as much as the next fan, but I'm really hoping we don't hear anything from that until we get something on KH3, you know what I mean? That's just me though. Cause me, I was one of those people. I was just fine with FF7 and the way it is. Like I didn't need a remake for that game, but the fact that it's coming, I'll embrace it. I don't care. Like I'm glad it's coming. Oh, most definitely, Sam. Most definitely. Yeah. There's no doubt in my mind that Kingdom Hearts 3 released before FF7. Considering how far in development Kingdom Hearts 3 is, and we can only assume how far it's in development, but I mean, I don't think we're really far off from saying it's like a 2018 release. I don't think it's foolish to assume that. No, my precious fruit. With Final Fantasy VII Remake, I mean, I don't know how far that's going along. If I can recall, it only has one director, and that's Tetsuya Nomura, and he's working on Kingdom Hearts 3. 96 of 105? Let's make that. Oh no, we missed 4. It's probably the other route. How many worlds? I've tried to better if Tetsuya Nomura said that there's going to be more worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2, but he could have been a little bit ambitious with that statement, considering how big the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3 are. So, we're definitely getting the double digits. We're getting more than 10. I just wonder how many returning worlds are there going to be. Because all the returning worlds are coming back, we're getting like at least 20 different worlds. Which is insane. But if we get like 5 returning worlds and the rest are new worlds, then you can assume we're getting like 15 worlds maybe. And by like those new worlds, I mean Disney worlds, because Kingdom Hearts worlds, there's Twilight Town, Hollow Bastion, Traverse Town, the world that never was. So those returning worlds, I guess you could count, because those are just regular Kingdom Hearts words. Kingdom Hearts worlds. But I think there's gonna be like at least 10 new Disney worlds. At least 10. I think that's enough. I think that's a good amount. I mean, it depends on how the story is paced too, you know. Because what Kingdom Hearts always did well was just pace the story, and or at least the Disney world that you visit complemented the story really well, and the pacing of the story. So depends how the story goes in Kingdom Hearts 3. Because we're going to Olympus Coliseum first, which is a great first world to go to, in my opinion. So we'll see what's the next world. But I think Tango might be the next world we go to. But I do hope we get to see more of Big Hero 6 in the new trailer. That way I really want to see how San Francisco looks. That's probably going to look really cool, man. Each world will be 2 to 3 hours of exploring, around there. I mean, if you take into account how long it would take you to do one world in Kingdom Hearts 2 or 1, it would take you like at least like what? An hour? You say an hour to 2 hours? So the fact that these worlds are going to be bigger, around 2 to 3 hours, so you're probably rounding the money right there. Oh god, that's so troll. That is so troll. I gotta fall again. Yep. I'm just excited to explore the new worlds, though, Sam, because in 0.2, when I saw the scale of the worlds and just going back to Cinderella's castle, Sleeping Beauty's castle, or you know, the forest, I thought that was the coolest thing, man. Not only because I love the music for those stages, but damn. It was just so cool exploring it in a new way. It felt like it was a new world we know we've been to before. That's dumb. Sam, you're really asking me how many chests are gonna be in the world? Are you serious? Alright, made it. That's such a random question, dude. Ah, damn it. Felt like I did that too. Wow, right before the checkpoint too. Sam, Power Rangers, what? Sam, come on. Be serious, man. You can also just go under that too. I really wonder how the Kingdom Hearts 2 is going to be after Kingdom Hearts 3. That's pretty cool. Star Wars? Here's the thing with Star Wars and Marvel being Kingdom Hearts 3, right? Let that be after, or Kingdom Hearts in general. Let that be after Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't mind if they want to put Star Wars or Marvel stuff in Kingdom Hearts games, but let it be after 3. Because 3 is already, or the Kingdom Hearts series in general right now, the Xehanort Saga, it's already a complicated story. So adding Star Wars and Marvel to it, I don't know, man. That seems just adding more complexity. Plus, I don't even know if Star Wars and all that even fits the style of Kingdom Hearts 3 or Kingdom Hearts. I'm sure they'll find a way to do it. But I don't know, it'd be weird to see that. I like to see how it looks. Damn it. I like to see how it looks before I say yay or nay. Knowing Tetsuya Nomura, he's gonna find some way to have it in there and be cool. So Winnie the Pooh coming back? Maybe? I wouldn't see why not. Winnie the Pooh was in all 3 Kingdom Hearts, all three core Kingdom Hearts games. That's another one that people don't want to see either, Winnie the Pooh, because of the mini games and all that. But I like Winnie the Pooh. It's classic, man. Damn, I missed 133 boxes. Or, not 133, I missed what? Doing math in my head, like 56 boxes. I got Tomb Raider to do for this one. I just got one more word after this. Alright, cool. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you Stan for coming in and asking questions about Kingdom Hearts. Much appreciated, man. I miss you. I miss you and your questions, bro. Real talk. I love talking about Kingdom Hearts and you're always there. So, I'll see you guys next time here on Macho Channel. Remember, if you like this video, definitely hit that like button. Want to see more, click the subscribe button. Do you want to press IOS buttons, go ahead and click that dislike button. As long as you guys watch the video, I greatly appreciate it. Catch you guys next time here on my channel. And if you're watching this stream anytime I put the review up of Crash Bandicoot beforehand, then thank you for watching. But other than that, stick to the review when it goes live. Peace.